if they did that. It looks like it did. Awesome. Alright. That's fantastic. That's great. That's awesome. Always does this. Just save, please. Are we good? Are we happy? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're looking good. Gotta get my chat pulled up. There we go. Here we are. Alrighty. Wait for audience to kind of get back in, and then we'll go from there. Well, here we go. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea or not. Oh, that changed a lot. Okay. 7.5. That did literally nothing. Oh, okay, yeah, he's back in. Alright, sweet. Okay. So, if we're wondering, I'm doing something a little bit interesting, simply with Skykon H. We're gonna add a few boosters onto this, which also means this is gonna become fully expended. No confirmation as to whether or not this is going to be an official part of the lineup. But who knows? There's a good chance. Oh my gosh, I forgot symmetry. No! There it is. Okay, then. That works too. That's fine. Alrighty. That looks okay. That looks okay. And considering this is a Q&A stream, if you guys would like to ask me any questions, feel free to ask, whether that be about what happened with Artemis 2, all that jazz. More power, yeah. We're adding more power to Skykon H. I mean, because whenever I was doing, what was it, the next mission, that payload, not only did it encompass almost the entirety of the payload fairing, the rocket struggled. It wasn't the easiest mission that it was really able to do. Skykon H was pushed to its limits there. And it was also first of its kind, just considering, you know, I'd never done anything with a transfer stage. No transfer stage missions had ever been done before that, so a few firsts. Not only was it a first for Skykon H, but it was also a first in terms of payload classification. I have some missions coming up for the next payload that I've got sort of planned out. Nothing like super crazy, but that payload is certainly going to be used. Because why fly it if it's just going to be in orbit around the Earth? I mean, it doesn't really make much sense there. That's not even at all. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't even know. I think we could shorten. Yeah, I don't know. We'll make more decisions as time goes on, but for now, this looks okay. Does it really, though? I don't know. That's not, right? That? Nope. Okay, maybe if I do this, maybe that'll work. Get 7. Is 7? 6? 7. Not gonna say it. We're not. I'm gonna get clip farmed if I say it. I'm not gonna say it. Oh goodness, this is not working. Why must you be uneven now? You know what? It'll be fine. No one will ever know. It's like, okay, it's fine. Alrighty, we'll do that. Whew. Since these are gonna be solids, this is cursed. I never thought I'd see the day where Skykon H has boosters. That's that's funny. I never expected that to be an outcome. Nose cones. Oh, that's not right. There we go. Do we want the tapered nose cones? I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. Do you want the tapered nose cones or do you want straight nose cones? I personally think tapered nose cones look better. Oh, that's true. 40 minutes till TLI. That is true. Yeah, tapered. Yeah, I feel the same way. Alrighty. I think lengthwise the boosters look. Yeah, that's about maybe slightly longer. I mean, I'm gonna have to extend it further down, towards the aft section, just ever so slightly. Nothing too drastic. Something like, yeah, that looks acceptable. Actually, wait, I just realized I can make this whole process so much easier. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that would be the case. So it's not fully attached, which is an issue. And because I can visibly see a gap in there. So yeah, that's gonna be an issue. And this new fork of the mod, it's kind of weird because I remember. I think that works. Yeah, that works. That works. But with this new fork of part editor, it's. I don't know really how to explain it. Just do it. Aha. Okay, so you have to press apply changes. That's kind of annoying. That's actually really annoying because on the previous fork I was just able to press enter and it would just apply the change. So that's gonna take some getting used to, but it's not gonna be that difficult to get acclimated to. Just obviously annoying. Even there. And is everything attached? Yes, it is. So now we can move everything up center line. So it's gonna be easier, and we can also use symmetry. So that's gonna be nice. I forget. This has, yeah, that's right. Okay, let's keep this going. So obviously we don't have solid motors in the game, unless, well, did Steph add any new engines? I don't think he did. It doesn't look like he added any new engines. That's okay. No big deal with that. We'll make do with what we have currently in the game. We could do, because where's the art? Wait, is there no Hawk engine? There's a vacuum optimized version of it. But there isn't. I swear I remember there being. Okay then. Well, actually we could just scale down the Titan. Quite literally have a part scaler. Yeah, I just saw your post on your space account. That's gonna be really cool. I'm really stoked to see what you can make, cause I remember whenever I had first started building on the PC Spaceflight Simulator, and it was quite difficult to get accustomed to, just because I was so used to the mobile version. but it's actually, like, once you switch to the PC version, you never want to play the mobile version again. It's actually kind of crazy how that works. Obviously, we can't have the, I forget what they're called. Because this is a gas generator engine, so it's going to have the exhaust port. That's what I'll call it, the exhaust port. That seems good enough. I think in terms of nozzle length, that looks okay. And obviously, we'll move it down. So that means if we bring it here, and then we increase the length of this slightly. Because if we want to have it down here, right? So we... Oh. Don't want to do that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then I'll just copy this over. No! Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh! Spaceflight Simulator, how you have plagued me. Oh, I could have done that the whole time. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. And since that's not attached to an actual tank, we'll just do that very quickly. Apply changes. Alright. No, that's not centered. It's gotta be centered, otherwise it's not gonna work. Boop. There we go. And then shift that over. Oh, that's not on symmetry. There we go. Is there 2 here? Yes, there is. I had a feeling. Right. Now, I'm thinking, since the engine's here, I'm gonna ever so slightly taper this down. So it's gonna be 6.59, apply changes. That doesn't look centered, though. Oh, that's the X position. Oh, no. That's because it's the X position. I meant to scale it down. Okay, 0.99. Is that gonna look okay? Yes, that looks much better. I just want to verify all this is still okay. Now I'm thinking, do we want... Because, you know, we see the classic shuttle-style SRBs where they got, like, the segmented lines going up the solids. Do we want to kind of recreate that or keep it more clean? I personally like it more clean. It kind of reminds me of the Gem 63 from the Vulcan. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So, do we want the segments, or do we want it to just stay clean? 56. I personally think having it clean just kind of fits the vibe of Skykon H. That's just how I feel. But, up to you guys. It could go either way. Yeah, stay clean, That's exactly how I was thinking. Although, we're gonna have to do some renovations to the launch pad, because that's not gonna fit. Considering it's, like... Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. It does clear the launch tower. So, I mean, at least that's a good thing. But in reality, Skykon H actually sits here. Right, where the fuel ducts connect. So that would imply that obviously the boosters are going to be clipping in. So either one, we can just move over where the launch vehicle stands on the pad, which is probably the best bet. I mean, we're going to have to change a lot of stuff regardless. But I think that's our first course of action, is just simply move over the port. Because this is the port that actually attaches the bottom of the pad to the launch vehicle. I believe it sits here. Yeah. And then if you're ever curious, that's what the inside of the pad looks like. Oh, that's what a lot of my pads look like on the inside. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Control Z? Did that fix it? I think Control Z fixed the problem. Okay. I'm gonna add some small little separatrons inside the boosters. So, hopefully you can get a cool little SRB separation whenever that happens. I know I have little parts like that. I just don't remember where they are. Yeah, here we are. Separatron small. Maybe some more power. Like, maybe even bigger than that. Yeah, something like that. And then, well, kind of. Yeah, that looks nice. We'll put him in the nose. Yeah, I like that. It's cool. Alrighty. Oh, I can't adjust the fuel levels. That can KSP. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Okay. No issues there. I mean, obviously, I have no control over what anyone does. I don't have any control over how long someone stays. So, you know, it's completely chill. Obviously, I wouldn't be upset at you at all. Like, you're going to eat dinner. Like, what's... Okay. I think we're about ready to test fly. I'm obviously gonna have to not be able... I can't fly it on the pad first. So I'll just kind of bring it over. Yeah. And then set that. You know, I'm actually kind of curious to see how the plume's gonna look with the solids. That might be kind of interesting. Oh. The rusty tank kind of clipped through. Whenever I was... Side rant. Whenever I was coming up with the char look for the booster, I had started off with this texture, but it just doesn't really look that good. I'll fix that afterwards, but here we go. Oh, yeah! That looks great. That looks really cool. And then we got the mock diamonds on the motors, on the solids. Fuel transfer looks okay. Yeah, that fuel load's declining at a good rate. That's 10 kilometers. Those motors are still burning. Those motors are gonna last longer than the actual main fuel tank. That's crazy. Okay. Is this... No, not that. Let's not do that. Nope. Nope. There. I don't know if that siphons it out of both motors. No, it does not. Oh, no. Oh, crud. Alrighty. That's gonna need some changing. How I'm gonna do that, I have no clue. Maybe we just empty out the fuel tanks at the bottom? And then change the fuel levels here, so like 37. Is that... Yeah. And then also... Oh, I didn't even set action groups for the... separators. So that's... Yeah, that'll do that. That's stage separation, so we want it to happen before that. And obviously, since we have separatrons, we have these turn off at the same time. Bit unfortunate that we won't have, like, that look that you see whenever the solids burn out and they're just, you know, still kind of burning. It's not a big deal, though. Alright, let's see how this looks. Separatrons are quite underpowered, but, I mean, they do work. We can do a little bit more. Oh, it kind of feels like I had no gravity on. I don't... Even though I know I don't, because I literally saw the umbilicals fall. Okay. Let's just kind of stack the sepatrons and just see what happens with that. Maybe it'll... Oh, I'm not centered. I completely forgot I did that, yeah. Okay. We'll do 2 for now. And then set that as action group. Sounds like there's a Chinook flying over my house. That's an extremely loud bird. I'm talking about the helicopter, by the way. Okay. Oh! Wait a minute. Hold on. Why did it not activate the motors? What? I'm sorry. What? Okay, I'm confused. I quite literally have The motor's set to turn on. Hold on, let me get rid of the action group. Oh no. That's payload. So here, bing, boop, bam, 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 nope, and bam, bam. Launch again. Why did it disable the Separatrons whenever I did that? Oh, that's not where it should be. It should be here. What? Cannot ignite a covered booster. Oh! Well, I wish I saw that the first time. Okay. So what? We'll just kind of like flip it and call it a day. Think that'll work. Yeah. Yeah. That looks okay. Maybe slightly cursed, but it should be fine. Just clear the lightning rod. There we go. Oh. Okay, that does work indeed. So we can stick with that. Obviously change where this is, because it's not going to work out. So here. Okay, so now we can work on renovating the launch site, which is going to be an issue, because I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that. Alrighty. Let's start with getting rid of... Oh, that's a lot of... It actually sounds like there's this, a Chinook flying over my house right now. That is an extremely loud helicopter. That's astonishing. Change the width. And then just scoot it over this way. So it's... right there. Yeah, that works for now. Move that. Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look right at all. That's fine. Will this fit? It doesn't look like it will. No. Okay. Right. Okay, I think what I can do is I can change the geometry of the flame duct. Maybe? I don't know. Or we could... Nah, just scoot it over. So if I change the width of this, so that's wider. Did that even do any... Oh, I was clicking the wrong one. Nope. There we go. Although that's not... This is gonna also... limit that, and then that... Why is this sticking out? It should not be sticking out. Oh, I know what I was doing. I know what I was doing. I was trying to add more detail to make the pipe actually lead to the launch mount. I remember that now. Okay. Flame duct, you gotta scoot over, because you're gonna be a pain if you don't. Right there. Yeah. That looks okay. And then turn up the width. Oh, okay. If you don't fit, I'm gonna do something about it. Yeah, that's close. That is very close. It does not fit though. Scoot the flame duct over even more. Awesome. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And extend this by 4. I'll do 6. Or that was, maybe, was that 5? I'm losing track. Okay. I think that should just fit perfectly now. Indeed it does. So now we can add launch mount. Okay. And then, I forget where this goes. I think it goes here. I know it's, yeah. Okay. We gotta extend these out. Oh, that was kind of a good idea, making them that long. So that, okay, well, I can't have that. For 3.8. Oh no, wait, no. 4.34 goes out to what? No, I'm silly. Oh, because it changes the 10th. So keep it at that and send it to 5. Yeah. Okay. Does the clamp look okay? Yeah, clamp looks fine. We can just extend that out. That's too much. All I need to have is where it's just simply resting on the actual fuselage of the aircraft. Aircraft. This is not... Well, technically it is an aircraft. That's not the word I was looking for. I was looking for a rocket. That looks good, though. I will say that looks pretty neat. So, let's check staging. So those are jacked first. Engines ignite. Lift off. Future separation. Second stage. Payload. Okay. And now comes for some extra renovation of this aircraft. I keep saying aircraft. It's not what I want to say. Next major renovation of this rocket. We're adding a third stage. So this can go. It's not going to be a big third stage because I can't really... That just wouldn't really work out. I'm thinking more of a kick stage type of thing. I'm not too sure. Fairing geometry is going to be different, though. I know that for a fact. Fairing is not going to be the same shape. All right. Let's see what we want. Maybe we could add like a short little third stage. That might work. Oh, I move this like that. Yeah. That's nope. 5. Apply changes, and then this can't be white. What's this color code called? Hello? I think we set to color _ white. I'm pretty sure that's what we done. Is that right? Oh. Apply changes. Did it work? Let's find out. Yeah, it did. Nice. That's just literally the second stage. So let's turn on the height. Let's go 3 on the height. That doesn't look all that bad. We'll set it equal to the top of the umbilical tower, and then we'll kind of come up with the engine design. This is always a fun part about making rockets, is the engine design. I love doing it. I don't want that. Where's that one texture that I'm looking for? Is it this one? Yep. The foil texture. Turn on the width. Just like that. Oh, it gets to the point where it doesn't even... Okay. Well, we can put a parachute on top, I guess. Turn down the width. I can't do that. Okay, we'll do this. And then rotate it. Maybe? Please? Okay. I can roll with that. Engines. Huh. So I think if we were to do something like, I want to do the RSS engines because the plumes that these have are really nice. I think it'd be kind of cool to do these. That'd be cool. Well, it's kind of half the size. That's a little bit too much. 3/3. That's too small. Did I just say 3/3? I meant 3/10. There we go. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Nothing too You know, nothing too crazy, just minimal, but it'll get the job done. That's a good way to think of it. Yeah. Is it? I don't know about that one. I think it'll work. It'll work. And we can add a few, some more details to the engine assembly. Do like a right triangle here. No. That looks bad. We won't do that. Alrighty. In terms of textures for this, honestly, I think it'd be kind of cool if we did like that little checkerboard indicator that they put on the launch vehicles. Maybe not. Wait, is that even... Oh no, I just got rid of the... There. I'm just curious. That actually looks pretty cool, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. I'm gonna have to change the height of the lightning rods, but that's not an issue. That's not hard to do. I'll just move this over out of the way for now. Okay, fairing geometry. You keep, obviously, the same... I don't want to do that. Keep a similar payload adapter, because there's not much of a reason to change that. Yep, that looks all cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna clone that. Height, change that. Nope, nah, that's the wrong thing. Is that still... Yeah, it is. 3. Clone the fairing, and then change the height on this. We'll do, like, just set it down to 2. Although that's only gonna be half. Oh, actually, I know what to do. This will be cool. So if I set it to 0.5, and then it gives us a little bit of a base to build off of. Clone it. Turn down the height. Oh, wait. Let's disable the... Oh, it's on the fairing. Forget. I think I can keep the edges on. I don't think that'll change much. Oh, it's upside down. I'll do... let's go 2 on the height, maybe? See how that looks, and then we'll just... No, we'll do 1.5. No, we'll do 1. We'll do 1. Extend the... Nope, don't want to do that. I want it to be the other way around. Because we need to have... I'll clone this. So it kind of... How would I go about doing this? Maybe I need to... clone this guy. And then do something like... Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Alrighty. This might be the most... Either one, the most cursed thing I've ever made. Or something that actually is just pretty cool. Now, there is no guarantee that I'm actually going to add this to the lineup. There's a chance. No guarantees are going to be made today. I do think it would be kind of cool to have it. If I do end up adding this to the lineup, it's not going to fly much. Because we have so many launch vehicles, and really the point of this is... Having a launch vehicle like this really doesn't make much sense. Just considering that we have Skykon HX, which kind of just suits the role of this. And Skykon HX is less expensive. So. Oh, we gotta remove the grid fins. We can't have any recovery hardware on this, because this is going to be an expendable vehicle. And then we can also remove the fuel port, not the fuel port, the probe on the first stage as well. Bye bye. Now I'm gonna go about just fixing the textures on all these fuel tanks. So just remove every single. Oh, that's an engine. Didn't want to do that. Did that fix the engine? Yes, it did. Okay, just set this color to the white. I think. Why is it not? How many? Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fuel tanks total, so I can just get rid of these. And then clone this 5 more times. 1, nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. Stack them. And now we can put it back on. In theory, it should be fine. It's actually really weird seeing Skykon H without any recovery hardware. Okay. All I have to do is just extend this outward slightly, and then it'll be fine. I can't tell whether this is symmetric or not. I think it's here. Yeah. Should be correct. Let me see. It's this line. Follow that line. Yeah. Add the wire that connects it, and we should be about done. Oh, wait a minute. That's not even at the top yet. Because if this line's the top, we'll build it up to here. This line right there. Boom. 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 Why is this here? Okay, that's weird. I'm pretty sure that's even. Yes, it is. And line going back on. Sweet. Is that... what? That's interesting. That's way too much. What? I mean, I know it's off center, but that's not much of an issue, just considering... It's like here, if I... What? How did... Is this not where it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be here? Maybe it is supposed to be there. But now that begs the question, why? I think, yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine then. I think that's about cement. No, it's not. There we go. Alrighty. First test flight. No, we need to put a payload in it. I might just put my Geosat 3. That just seems like the easiest thing to do. Where even is it? I don't even remember. I remember I made it a while ago. There it is. Import. Okay. Geosat 3, put it in. I know these parts aren't even connected. Nope. Put that back. Thank you. So I'll just remove these, because I know that they're not even connected to the actual frame. They just fall off whenever I try and do anything with them. I think that'll work. I don't know. Worth the shot regardless. Alright. And then... boop, 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 boop. First test flight. Here we go. There goes some of the umbilicals. Boom, boom. Oh! Yeah, that was a concern. The umbilicals wouldn't retract in time. And now that I'm looking at it, this isn't even if they do retract fully, it's not even going to be able to be out of the way in time. Yeah. Okay! Now we're in a pickle. This is a bad situation now. Maybe... Is that... No, that's not gonna work. Maybe just extend it out even more. And then, like, do something like that. I mean, it works. And then we can just move the actual tower back. Yeah, that's fine. It'll do for now. It's about my only option. This is... Okay. I'll just kind of settle on something like this. Or I could just replace all of the umbilicals with, like, these things. I don't know what I should do. I mean, the umbilicals aren't really, like, a major part of the build. It's just, you know, nice to have. Alrighty. And then upon liftoff, yeah. Alright. Now, first test flight, see if this works. That one retracts, engine ignition, and then full... Oh! Oh, no! The umbilical fell off of the tower. Why did that happen? That shouldn't have happened. I think we just put one of these on there and it'll stay. Alright. Attempt number 3. Boom, boom, boom. Still falls out. Okay. It's fine. That's not fine though. Oh gosh. Yeah. That's spaceflight simulator for you. Okay. We'll just remove that. Less umbilicals, but the rocket is more detailed. That's fine. Liftoff, yay. It clears. Does it clear that? Yes, it does. That looks great. It's a very wrong Skykon H, but, you know. It spices it up. I think it's pretty cool. I never really thought I'd actually ever see this version of Skykon H that would have solids. So that's cool. And then we'll jettison them. We'll do 16 kilometers. I think that's fairly good. Okay, Stepatrons work nicely, and we still got a whole bunch more oomph in the first stage. And so, especially because we don't have any recovery hardware. This thing could probably get this thing can get us into orbit entirely of just the standard planet. But oh, I'm burning up in the atmosphere. Oh, that's an issue. That is an issue. Wasn't really paying attention to the launch vector anyway. Run it back. Oh, to be fair, just considering the amount of thrust that the first stage has, especially once the propellant mass starts to go away, it's gonna really accelerate this thing. So I think jettison SR solids at 14 kilometers. I think that's a safe time to jettison. And I think if the first stage was able to, if just for, I'm thinking about this for launch broadcast scenarios. We cut it just shy of orbit, and then that stage separation that goes. I forgot to set action groups for the. Okay, fairing's nice. I forgot to set action groups for the second stage, but it's fine. I mean, no, not second stage, third stage. I'm just gonna cut early to see how that works. Okay, jettison force is good. No liquid fuel source. Gotta fix that. That's the console. All right, let's add fuel sources. So that's where that is. The way I do this is really how you're seeing me do it right now. Just take the engines out and put a fuel tank on top of them. That's about how you do it as simple as possible. Put them back in. That's... Yep, that'll work. And now the action group. Fairings, and then just before that, and then motors. I do have to see thrust-to-weight ratios on that, because I don't know how that's going to do in orbit. It's either one, going to be just right, two, it's going to be completely overpowered and it's going to have way too much thrust, and I'm going to have to change engine configurations, or just change what motors it has altogether. I don't really know if will have to keep gimbals on the solids, because the first stage of Skykon H has fairly good gimbal authority, so it doesn't really... I don't really think the solids do much in terms of how well the rocket can pitch over. So that's probably not really going to be a thing to be kept. And then we will stop the motor, separate, ignite. Looks cool. And we jettison fairings at 30 fairings. And just to see how the third stage does, cut early. Just right. That's right on the money. That's really good for thrust to weight. Okay. That's going to conclude the build. I'm going to call this guy Skykon H Plus Day. And then I'll have to make a night variant, but I'll do that later off stream, because that's just boring. All I do for the night variants is quite simply just change the engines on the upper stages so it looks more like how it would appear at nighttime without the sunlight. Let's see what other rockets we could fly. We could do a Proton. I think Proton would be kind of cool to fly. Or we could do like a Mars mission. Let's do that. Let's do a Mars mission. As to what rocket I'll use, I don't really know. I think an HX would be kind of cool. We'll do nighttime. Okay. Or we could do a Venus mission. Ooh. Venus sounds kind of fun. I think we'll do a Venus flight. Only thing about doing Venus, atmosphere extremely dense. So that's going to be an issue. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so dumb. I could have done that the whole time. That's fine. It's fine. Engines. I'm going to do 2 of these. Two of the Hawk engines. Maybe 3. Would 3 work? That's 2 spaced together. I think that's kind of unique. I think we'll do the 3. I want it to be symmetrical. That's not even symmetric. Who cares? Who cares? You're not gonna see the exhaust port anyway. I'm just gonna get rid of that. It's not even aligned. Yeah, that's fine. I hope that fits. It's not gonna fit. Yay. My favorite occurrence. That works though. And change the height. So right there. Color. Black. Alrighty. And again, this is going to be a Venus mission, so we're going to have to heat shield, obviously, because Venus has an extremely dense atmosphere. No, that's not going to work. If we have a these tiny little engines, it's not gonna have enough thrust. Although, to be fair, they are Hawk engines, so I don't really want to underestimate them. We'll do 3. So that's the... But then I can just grab a 6 wide. Oh my gosh. I'm not thinking straight today. Okay. Obviously to make it look nicer. Oh. Right there. Okay. We'll do an orange there. Just to kind of spice up the colors. Second stage, well, kind of like a darker gray, like a light gray, only light gray. Okay. Venus mission gotta be cone shaped. We gotta have that sort of capsule cone sort of vibe. So we'll kind of just taper it out slightly. And then I'll extend the length just to have extra fuel. We'll have to put parachutes on top. So that whenever parachutes ignite, oh yeah, we don't want that to happen. So whenever parachutes go off, they're able to make it so engines go first. Something I've been doing is also adding grid fins on my re-entry vehicles. Specifically for craft like this, just so you get extra stability while you're re-entering. Though I don't exactly... I think they're in utility. Oh no, they're on the Falcon 9 mod. Yeah. Yeah. So whenever they're deployed, flip it over. It is symmetrical, so I'm able to do that. And then, yeah. And then just sort of... Just gonna look right. Kind of have it slightly inside of the thing. Yeah. Yeah. That looks cool. Alrighty. I think we're about ready to set it up. We just gotta add in the parachutes and stuff. I think I have a triple chute. I'll use that. I think it's in utility. Shout out to Pico Space Industries for making this mod, I believe. The utility parts mod. Great mod. Dude, Pico Space makes some really cool stuff. I'm not really a big fan of his engine packs. I just don't really know how I feel about him. But his utility pack mods and stuff are awesome. Obviously, reusable first stage. Flame trench effect, lift off. Second stage, engine ignition. Fairings, that's the re-entry protocol. This will just go on top. That's gonna trigger that. I'll have to put RCS on this too. If we don't have RCS, this isn't gonna be very smooth. Oh, that's not gonna work. I think what if we do it like this? Yeah. That should be okay. Yeah, there we go. I think that's gonna... Yeah, like that. Because if I weren't to have it like that, it would... That RCS thruster would for sure enter the plasma stream. Okay. It should just fit nice and snug in the payload fairing. Yes, it does. That's very tight, but it does work. Since it's not super, like... Since it's not a big payload, we can shrink the payload fairing down a little bit. Just to save mass. Check staging. Okay, let's send it. Off to Venus we go. Although I do have to find the right transfer window. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have the full solar system now, including Sedna. Although I think this might be my planet mod that I have. I don't know for sure. Oh no way, they have Haumea. I love Haumea so much. Haumea is my favorite dwarf planet. Okay, Venus, navigate. We don't get a transfer window. That's incredible. What is this? What rocket do I have orbiting the sun? You know what? I'll come back to that later. Let's just fly. Even though we don't have a transfer window, we can still just take off and just time warp in orbit. Realistically, wouldn't be a good idea, but this is not real life. Okay. I really haven't been flying Skykon HX. Like, I like how it looks. I don't know. I really haven't been flying Skykon E, though. Skykon E is just, like, forgotten. Like, I came out with a test flight vehicle, and I just haven't flown a Skykon E mission. I think that's probably going to be the next flight. Skykon E. Either that or another Skykon X mission. Although, I don't really have a payload to fly on Skykon X right now. Unless someone hooks me up with a payload. Wouldn't mind that whatsoever. It's fine. I'm not going to bother landing the first stage. What is this? Where is my station, actually? There it is. Okay. There's orbit. And now we wait for our transfer window. Oh, it's all the way across the Earth's orbit. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. We're here. And we're almost there. A little bit shy. That's good. We have 68% fuel. I don't know how much Delta V I have. But should be enough. Here we go. Oh yeah, we got plenty. We'll make it. Oh my god, we don't have landing legs on the lander. How do I forget the landing legs? You know what, we'll make do. I'm not flying this again. Oh, we made a counter with the moon. What are we gonna get, a gravity assist? You might actually get a small gravity assist from the moon. Okay. Where does that land us on Venus? Not even in the sphere of influence. Hello? Where does it... It doesn't even have a... That's decreasing my velocity. Are we overshooting? What? Why is my velocity still moving? Hello? My velocity should not be moving. It shouldn't... Why is it... Oh. I don't know why I don't put RCS thrusters on my second stages that much. I really should be doing that. It's fine. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I must just be bad at orbital maneuvering. Yeah, that's not even... That's plus 39. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. So I think You just gotta go the other way. That's about it. That's... I think I might have just seen the transfer window. That's plus 45. Oh, we're negative. Unless they change some of this. You know what? We're just gonna go to the encounter and I'm just gonna trust. I'm just gonna trust it. Why can't... Oh, wait a minute. That's fine. It's okay. There's not even an encounter with the Venus. What the... What happened? Why? This never ever happened before. That's actually so dumb. Hello? And now we're completely desynced with the orbits. Run that back. Okay. Might as well just add landing legs too. That doesn't even fit in the payload fairing. That'll be fine. Yeah. Add an action group for that too. I never even set an action group for the... I forgot a lot. I'm actually out of it. Okay. I think that's fine. Because we have that, it separates, the engines go on, grid fins come out, parachute, landing gear, yeah. Fly again! Maybe we just didn't have the transfer window timed right. Even though it literally gave us the maneuver info, but it's fine. Not a big deal. Just fly it again until we get it right. It's weird though, because I've never had trouble flying interplanetary missions. Like, never. I mean, obviously, whenever I was first learning the game, I was struggling with it. But, like, ever since that had happened, it was never really an issue for me. I just remembered, there's this mod. It's called, like, Da Vacuum. And it adds vacuum effects to the stock engines. So, basically, as you increase in altitude, you'll see the plume expansion. So, definitely gonna install that, because it'll for sure make the launch broadcasts much more immersive. Entry burn might look a little bit scuffed, but that's not a huge deal. Venus. Navigate. Transfer window, set it a little bit forward of it, and we'll see what happens. It's getting there. Okay. And then warp to the window, which is right here. There we are. And change orientation ever so slightly and burn. Any moment now. Oh, I'm not even in 3 times. What am I doing? I'm just gonna set it to 0, and then I'll go from there. Because if there's no encounter at Venus whatsoever, then something happened. And I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, wait, I think I know what it is. It's because whenever I was doing the trajectory planning, I was using the sideways keys to maneuver. So I think it just kind of got us off course from Venus. That would be my guess. Just set it to 0. Zero, 0, 0. And now if we go to Venus, nothing. You know what? I think the moon is messing it up. We just timed the launch at the wrong time. Okay, we'll escape Earth's sphere of influence and then we'll go from there. So okay, all we gotta do is just add 50 meters a second to our trajectory and then we should be okay. Just a simple course correction, burn. Okay, I believe the moon was indeed our issue. Now we can just get it to... It land at... Looks like the Artemis GLI. Okay, that's good. Oh, I think I just realized. I think my trajectory mod might have gone away. Alright, well, at least Artemis GLI is good. Our brave astronauts are onto the moon. Oh, crud. Oh, no. Deploy the things. Deploy the griffins. Why does it do that? Oh, no. Okay, RCS. Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, no. Good news. We're maintaining attitude well. Rest in peace, Skykon HX second stage. Okay. Everything is fine. Okay. Atmosphere slowed us down a good amount, so that's good. And I'm pretty sure they overhauled planet textures. Looks like they did. Alrighty. We're still 6 kilometers high. We'll start flipping. Flipping is good. We're going to... Can we pop? Everything's fine. We're going to retract grid. Oh no! Use arrow. 2. Yeah. Alright, and shoots out. Landing gear. This is painfully slow. This is painfully slow. Okay. That's You know what? Let's just land it on. They're not even fully deployed. Can I cut the chute right now? Is that a thing? No. Oh my gosh. I'm at 3 times acceleration. Oh, we're about to get hit in the face by our heat shield. Oh wait, I have an idea. No, I don't. That's a bad idea. Flip it. Just flip it. Use momentum to flip it. So we can go faster. That's not gonna do anything. I was trying to flip it over so we can burn towards the ground. And then now we're gonna fully deploy the chutes. Parachute's fully deployed, then can we cut it now? Okay, parachute's cut. Here we go. Landing burn. His plumes look really nice though. At least that looks... Plumes look good. Let's start burning a bit more. Yeah. Venus looks good though. I like what they did. Venus looks great. Yay. And now we can do science. The lander's gonna burn up in a few hours, but it's okay. Alright. We'll go back to Space Center just so we have that there. I just can't get over how cursed this looks. It looks so wrong, but it also looks actually pretty cool. I don't know. It's neat. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's neat. What do we do now? We could get on a different game, possibly. Let's see. HR. Oh! This is something that you guys haven't seen. Okay. There was a time when, this was a while ago. I was thinking about coming up with a fully reusable version of Skykon H. And I thought of this version called Skykon HR. I'm gonna show you guys this now. Okay. It's got pedal fairings. It's still got the OG launch pad, so it's a little bit scuffed, but it's okay. Second stage, yeah. It's still got the it's still got the retractable inner stage. That's funny. I might as well fly it. Okay. Here goes nothing. Water deluge, ignition, there we go. Well, why is the VAB floating? I just noticed that. Why is the VAB just floating in the... Yeah, it's okay. It's no big deal. The Kerbals came over and they had the Kraken. They're using a Kraken drive on the VAB. They're trying to fly the VAB to Joule. Right. And then almost, yep. That retractable inner stage is just so cooked. I remember whenever I had this engine on the second stage. I honestly like it. I like how the plume looks on it. Although, I just don't like how crowded the second stage engine area is. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just don't like it to be all that crowded up. I don't know. I kind of like the clean look. It doesn't, I mean, again, it doesn't look bad at all. Okay, we'll do a quick little payload deployment, and then we'll land the, second stage. Yeah, there goes that. Oh, it's got collisions. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Okay. Close this. Pedal fairings are a mod, by the way. I did not make those. There's no way I would have been able to figure out how to do that. I've made pedal fairings before, but not now. Yep, my trajectory mod is indeed gone. Okay. So now, what happens here is, no, not that way. This one. So, this is okay. Nothing's wrong here. Everything's okay. Oh gosh, we're flipping. Okay. This is very much not stable at all. I cut these engines at just about 20 kilometers. You go full throttle here, and then cut them now. Oh, it's speeding up. This isn't good. Oh gosh. I have not flown this thing in a very long time, so I don't even know if this is still gonna work. It's going very fast, and I don't like that. Oh, we're so low to the... Oh, those are mountains! Oh, no. Okay, nothing's wrong here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Full throttle, maybe? Sort of? I mean, at least they have good thrust-to-weight ratios. Okay, that indeed does slow us down very well. Okay. Well, pop landing gear. It's a very narrow... Yeah, it's very narrow. It does work though. Oh, that's very close to the ground. Oh my gosh. Just not paying attention there. This is the most Kerbal landing I've ever done in Spaceflight Simulator, I think. Besides, like, my first initial flight tests of Skykon X. Yeah, this is realistic, yep. Nothing wrong with this. Almost there. There we go. Cancel out that velocity. Oh gosh. Full throttle. It's okay. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're so dead. R.I.P. Yeah, it's very, hard to fly. Okay. Yeah, that's, you can probably see why I scrapped that idea. Let's see Skykon E. I don't think I made any changes to Skykon E. I can't really remember, though. I don't even remember. There it is. It looks about the same. Second stage. Yeah. I thought I remembered doing something to this rocket, but I guess not. And giant E. Okay. Well. Do we want to see possibly a different game? I can't load up Kerbal because it's going to take a very long time to load. But if we wanted to see some different games, I'd be cool with doing that. Alrighty. Let's see. I wish I had someone to play Repo with right now, because that could... I would like to do that. Oh my goodness, dude. How many hours? Oh. This game's awesome. Nuclear Option is so much fun. You know what? Let's go look at some Artemis footage. That's my channel. I don't want that. What? What do you mean something went wrong? I don't want to see my channel. I don't... Okay. I'll just click on the link here. And then search. Artemis 2. Let's see what live streams we got. Live views from Orion. Sure. We'll look at the live views. We got a blue screen. Happened a while ago. Very choppy. I'm curious, though. So, if TLI... Okay, when did it actually happen? That's okay. How's it going, NSF? Oh, look at this. We got a stream watching a stream. So... C plus 20... Okay. I'd love to see live footage. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this went. I would highly... We're not going to be able to see any plumes, I doubt. Oh! Maybe we can. By the way, my stream is not this laggy. It's literally the stream itself, but in the NASA stream. Yeah, see that? Yeah, it's just unbearable to watch. I mean, I understand, like, you know, getting video connection in space is not the easiest thing to do. Okay, well, we can push away from that. Well, I don't necessarily have anything else to cover right now. I can keep doing the Q&A. So if anyone has any questions that they'd like to ask me regarding the Artemis program, regarding Skykon rockets, if you guys have any questions as to, like, how do you install mods for a spaceflight simulator, feel free to ask me, and I'll try to provide the best answer possible. But if there's no question to be asked, I'm gonna go ahead and head out of the stream. Alrighty. Not really seeing any questions in here. Someone just joined back up. Knew who it was. Let me see. Cause yeah, that I wish NASA had better footage on their streams. That's why I always watch the Everyday Astronaut streams, because he always usually has great tracking footage of what's actually going on. Yeah. Like, my stream is not laggy. It's literally just the NASA stream itself is just so, yeah. Okay. Alright then. Okay. I'm gonna go to end stream here. It's been fun. If I decide, here's this. If I do decide to make the Skykon H+ abomination into a part of the lineup, you will be... Oh, that's my email. If I do decide to add it to the lineup, you will indeed see the you'll see it in the coming soon section on the website. Wait, no, my email's public. What am I concerned about? Obviously, I can't show my password because that's my website will be hacked if I were to do that. Yeah, it will be in the coming soon section if I decide to make it the lineup. If I decide, my decision will likely be made either tonight or it will be sometime this week. Either way, no guarantees are going to be made. I hope you guys had fun in the stream. I know I did. It's nice always to be able to talk to you guys. Alrighty, I'm going to go and end stream here.